Welcome to ASG's latest Spotlight Series episode. Today we're doing it totally different than we've ever done it before. This is not a spec build or your typical listing. One of our clients is actually letting us into their home to see one of the most bespoke custom builds in all of Beach Park.
This 7,800 square foot home sitting on almost half an acre features 7 bedrooms, 9 bathrooms, a library, a gym that also has a sauna, a music studio room, and an 8-car garage. Come take a look.
First of all, thank you for letting us into your home.
Of course.
We really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
We're standing in, I think, where everyone has all the action happen, which is the kitchen and living space.
Sure.
But before we get into it, tell me about this house and what went into it when you were building it with the builder.
Yeah, it's a labor of love. It took over a year just to design. So though we had an interior designer, we didn't use them really like most people do. Like, hey, you designed this, you designed that. It was more like, this is what we need for a family of 6, right? Because you have 4 kids and Jen and I.
Right. So that's the theme that we're going to see throughout the house, right? Is like you guys designed every inch of this house to live.
Yeah. I think like when it comes to custom homes, there's a universal love for things, right? So like even though it's custom, there's universal love for the way things are built, right? Like you have a massive center island. Universally, everybody loves that. It's not necessarily like I would say custom. It's kind of just like what's love when you're at this level of home.
Yeah.
Right? Because I've built houses, right, before.
Yeah.
When I built my own, I had this like idea and vision of all the small things that annoy you about a house. So I spent another I think it was $70,000 insulating every single wall in this house. So you can't hear from one or the other.
Tell us more about kind of the things behind the walls or, you know, that went into the engineering of the house that you wouldn't see when you walk it.
Oh, like this. How about this?
Yep.
This is a whole house.
Great feature.
That's amazing.
Vacuum system. You know, the thing is like, when I think about like how important it is to clean a house, you gonna take one of these swishers and run around this house? No way, dude.
Yeah, and 8,000 square feet?
Yeah, and then
I don't think so.
You talked last time about how you made this a little bit shorter, but more like a dining table.
Yeah, this
second bar.
Yeah,
This is a real cool custom feature.
yeah. I find this interesting because obviously this comes with the house. It's in here.
Yeah. It's got the outlets and everything.
Yeah. So I lowered this, and they seemed only sensible, right? You have kids. They're not gonna stand on bar stools.
Right.
Okay. It just doesn't make sense, right?
Delon, another thing that's not typical for a spec build in South Tampa, why this feels a lot more like engineered,
Right.
Are the 14-foot ceilings.
Yeah. Yeah, so I made him make it really, really high because I wanted the feeling of like, dang. So we pushed those up pretty high to 14 feet. Oh, by the way, this whole house is like wired for like anything your heart desires.
A true smart home.
Yeah, it's a true smart home. So here we go. Let's close these for a minute. Boom. And down they go. Right?
And everything's controlled on an app, right?
Yep, they're all controlled.
Is it the same app for the sound system?
Yeah, Control 4. Here's the chef's kiss that most people don't know. And this song is cleared because I own it. If you look around that room, there are so many speakers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, a subwoofer sitting right there, a blank space for a center speaker here. There's an electrical right here for a massive 110-inch TV. When you think about it, this would be the movie room,
Right.
Right? Because you want to double it. And that's why I put the speakers all the way to the back. Right?
I was gonna say, it's throughout the entire house though. I mean, it doesn't just stop in this.
That's right. There's thumbprint doors
To say, yeah.
all over the house in areas where kids should not be.
I will say that combination of the engineering and construction combined with also the way you built the house in the lot, being a corner lot, I mean, yeah, you got so much privacy just from the way that you constructed the house on the lot, which is really cool too.
The last thing that you guys should know is, so when I got my CO, I only had a 4-foot wall there. Once the CO was done, I built an 8-foot wall. You get what I'm saying?
As you should. How much square footage of turf space do you have back here in this backyard? It's massive. Because one thing is on camera, but to be out here, the scale is insane. I mean, you don't get this in
I think
Beach
it's
Park.
about 4,000 square feet if you go all the way to the end. And I made it so that way, like, the kids had space So I'll walk you through the library. This is where we keep all our books.
Well, just really quick before we leave the space, to continue on the theme of options, you can build this out. You can build bookshelves from floor to ceiling.
yeah,
One of those ladders that goes around.
Yeah,
it's really
the
cool.
ladder. You need the little gold ring there, which would be fantastic, where you
Yeah.
can take that little ladder. You should build down some cabinets, like if you're really gonna put the desk here. So we come into this really kind of like Harry Potter door. Most people don't even see this when they walk up to my regular office. They don't even notice it's here. And I did that on purpose because you want to keep it hidden. And boom, you have a double door entrance. This is locked by fingerprint. Don't worry, I'll give you the code if you buy it.
That's the hook.
Come on in. Now what you're gonna hear immediately is your whole voice sucks into the
yeah.
walls. As you can hear, there is no blower sound in here. It is literally dead. Obviously, we can do all sorts of tricks for you, but there's people in here who know that there's no blower sound in here, okay? I spent $50,000 on a studio architect who designed everything that you see here with me to make the place completely soundproof, completely flat. There's 25 feet of air conditioner vent going across like this to quiet the air. So when I'm recording and the air is on, you can't hear the air. How about that? In fact, it's so quiet, I had to put toilet paper up there just to know that it's flowing. Because I can't hear it. This room will become your sanctuary. You will become very happy in this room because everything that you do will turn out exactly how you heard it in your own head. This is what we call a live room. And you have these massive connectors to connect anything you want from this room into that room without ever breaking the sound barrier. We can do a test, right? Now you can hear my mic, right? You get my mic, okay? So you know how loud it's about to be. I'll make it loud. Okay. Okay. It's next level loud in that room, okay? Door 1. Door 2. So I installed all this stuff. Believe it or not, it took me 6 months to do all this stuff with a friend of mine. These are called diffusers. They take the sound of your voice and help spread it out in the room so they're even.
Oh, cool.
And they're purposely put here because they're at eye level. So when you're miking or talking, and then when you're sitting, it bounces. It's just, the room was just designed. And you see, this room has 2 air conditioning vents that run, as you can see, a little higher pressure.
To get a studio like this, I feel like you got to go to LA
Yeah, you're not gonna get
or Nashville.
Yeah, you're not gonna get a studio like this anywhere in Tampa at this level and this grade. So now we're leaving the Harry Potter room, and then we're gonna go up to the office. So remember, this outside door takes you to the office. We come up these steps.
Still in the business wing of the house.
Business wing. I call it the business wing, and it really is a wing because then the house hooks to the left. This is my office. Come on in. This is what I would call the office room.
Yeah.
The reason why it's here is, look, I can see my kids. There was an actual point to this.
Yeah.
So if they're outside playing, I get a chance to view my children outside,
While you're doing your thing.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
it kind of gives you purpose, right? Your kids give you a lot of purpose.
You have an indoor sauna too.
Yeah, so this is the gym, and this is obviously meant to be shared by all, which is why it's part of the main house.
This is nice. Yeah,
this is a very high-level sauna, also something that was incredibly expensive that I put in. That is also controlled by an app. I can turn it on from my phone, so when I want it to get hot before I enter,
You're not waiting on it.
I'm not waiting on it.
Yeah.
This is a hyperbaric chamber. This one goes to 1.3 ATA. I said the equipment that goes in that thing. This is an oxygenator. For all you athletes, I know you know exactly what this is. On the ground, you'll see it's rubber. It's also reinforced with extra trusses to handle up to 10,000 pounds, this specific room.
All right, so this is the cool part now, the design up here. We're leaving the business wing to the living wing.
So this is where it takes you right back into the house in a way that's natural. Even though it's 7,800 square feet, it doesn't make the house feel big. You want space without feeling too big, because then you feel disconnected from all of your family.
It doesn't feel like a mansion, even though it is a mansion.
Yeah, you don't want it to feel disparate. You don't want to feel not connected to your kid.
Right.
This is supposed to be a laundry room. I call it a laundry mat because
This is a laundry home.
Yeah, because I put dual washer dryers. I made it incredibly massive. One of the biggest things about homes is there's no storage. That's always an issue with homes. There's just not enough storage in homes. You got an attic up here. You can put a ton of storage up there. There's like a whole, it's like a wing. It's basically the length of this house worth of storage you can put up there. Now the primary one to make it luscious, the primary is about love. So we make it lovely, you know what I'm saying? We want to feel the love. Yeah. So we made the carpet super luscious, a lot of padding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not going to pick this up on camera, but this carpet is, it's the softest carpet I've ever felt.
A lot of windows to keep the room feeling open. And then this is also another super well thought out space that I created, which is when your significant other is sleeping, you don't want to disturb them. So usually the bathroom and the closet sometimes aren't connected. And so you go out of the bathroom into the closet. So you're always going into the master bedroom. But this way, come on in, I lock this whole thing out. So if I'm waking up earlier than my wife, which I am, I can close this, and then I can have a cup of coffee, which is what this is. No, this is
You got everything you need right here.
a little wet bar, Insta-Hot. You got a fridge in here, got your cabinets, and then I can roll into the bathroom. I separated the toilets, so that way everybody has their own privacy. I have 3 shower heads in here. You know,
It's like a spa shower.
it's a spa shower. And then you walk right across, and obviously it's wet there, so I didn't put a carpet, but here you have another soft, lush carpet for a massive closet.
Huge.
Yeah, you got a huge center aisle, and there's something in here that you don't see, which is this is reinforced for 10,000 pounds as well, because there is a special faux wall here that's empty. That's supposed to hold a safe that's like this big and in this hole. And it's a 10,000 pound safe. So I had this whole place, this specific area reinforced.
Engineered for that.
Yeah, engineered for that.
Yeah. All right, another cool thing about the house, you've got your own built-in workshop that also, with the theme, options. It can also be a golf cart space too.
Yeah, absolutely. It can be a golf cart space. I know people love golf carts here, so.
Yep.
But I made it easy to access it from the house.
Yeah.
Because
Thumbprint door, right, for privacy.
thumbprint door for privacy and security. This is the room. A really cool feature about this workshop is that I have a vacuum here. And this vacuum is a hose vacuum.
This is all connected to the whole home vacuum
This
system.
is connected to the whole home vacuum system, so I can get all my wood and.
That's amazing.
So-
I do have a question.
Yeah.
So where does everything go, and then how do you?
So I'm going to show you where this goes exactly, because I want you guys to see it. Come on, let's go out here.
Yeah.
So this is if you had a golf cart, you would
Right.
boom, boom, you know, boom,
Or in and out, got it covered with its own garage.
You got its own garage. You come on out, your little golf cart, and this is your air master. So this is the whole home vacuum system, and it gets cleaned basically. You just take this out, and you throw you
dump it.
You dump it.
Yeah.
And so yeah, this is the house, man.
Well, and aesthetically too, the blue garage doors. I mean, it's a beautiful accent.
Yeah, I like it.
on the
I like the way it pops.
Yeah.
So Stefan, Alan, you guys like the house?
Love it. Amazing house.
thank
you.
Yeah, thank you for the tour, man. We really
Oh, man.
appreciate it.
Well, thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. So I guess we'll see each other later.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I love the house. I'm excited to see some more of the studio.
Oh, where are you guys going?
No?
I live here, dude.
Oh.
You guys don't live here.
Okay.
So we'll see you later.
Yeah, I'll see you next time.
Yeah,
Bring it in.
Bring it in. But yeah, I'm gonna go to my house, and then you guys go to your house.
All right.